Welcome to Girls Trip to Cancun 2024. So this was us just arriving. This is outside the airport. We got some good scenery on our way to the resort. As you can see, Cancun is really picturesque. A lot of beautiful buildings, a lot of beautiful scenery, and we got all of that good footage. So then we got to our resort, which is Planet Hollywood in Cancun. As you can see, it's really nice and cute. And this is the downstairs, the bar area, and this is one of the rooms that are downstairs. It's one of the swim up rooms. This is a king size bed. They have a bar, a mini bar. They have a couch in there. Of course, this has a cabana. It has its own personal swimming pool. It's really nice and cute. We didn't end up getting to the pool, but we did a whole bunch of different stuff. So this is the view from my room. I was on one of the upper level floors. You can see this scenery is so beautiful. I can see the beach from here. This is the downstairs swim up rooms. And of course, I had to take advantage of this scenery and show y'all how beautiful it looked, but this could not capture it. So boom, that's when I changed into my night outfit and we headed downstairs to get into some activities. So this is the nighttime look. And of course, we got like a little clubby vibes going on. So then we went to the buffet cafeteria area where they did a whole welcome to Mexico introduction. There was singing, there was dancing. They brought out the Mexican flag and they were, welcoming us. This was just really, really, really beautiful. I loved it. A lot of culture, a lot of dancing, made us feel right at home. So we really enjoyed this cute little performance. So then, of course, I had to get a shot because welcome to Cancun. This was one of the restaurants we went to, 0 out of 10 for that one. But this is our buffet. That's what we ate most of the time. They had all types of stuff. They had authentic Mexican. They had a lot of fish. They had like a lot of desserts. And so this was the first night. Of course, we went downstairs and we partied. This was at one of the bars. They also had like a little performance area. So, of course, we had to form us a little conga line and, do a little 1-2 step for the people. And this was also connected to some of the activities they had, which is the cinema. They had like little stores down there, and there was a 24-hour bar. There was a hookah place and everything down there. Of course, this guy, he was into it. Let me tell y'all, this guy was the life of the party. His energy was on 110. I don't know what he did, a shot of tequila, some coffee, but he was on it. Speaking of tequila, of course, we had to indulge in our spirits, right? So that first night, it was really, really cool. We enjoyed ourselves. We danced. And of course, you see this little guy in the background, and he is living it up. So, boom, the second day, we got some breakfast, and then we went on a 2-hour journey to an ATV area where we did a cenote. This is the cenote part, which is actually the last part of that adventure that day. We probably stayed there about 4 hours. And this part is a tequila tasting. Let me tell y'all, we learned so much about tequila. We learned how you have to actually smell it, inhale, then taste it, then swallow it, and then breathe. And that way it won't burn. We learned about all types of tequila, what's the real tequila, what is the fake tequila, which is a lot of it that we drink nowadays around here. And as you see, this is a little bit more of the tequila classes. We actually bought a few bottles of the tequila, and I'm ready to mix some drinks. So this was our zip line. That was another part of the thing that we did. Zip lining was really, really fun. We enjoyed ourselves. You do one zip line, you do them all. This wasn't too scary because it wasn't too high. We really enjoyed ourselves doing that zip climb. And then, of course, we had the ATV. Let me tell y'all, I ran right into those bushes in the background that you see. So boom, boom, bam, bam. That's exactly why I had to get somebody to ride me the rest of the way, because I can drive a vehicle, but I cannot drive an ATV. So, yeah. Then, boom, later on that night, we went on ahead and went to dinner, got all types of stuff. And then, of course, we got our drinks. And, of course, I had to change into something cute and go downstairs because we're going to go ahead and party tonight. So, of course, we got our drinks. This was the downstairs bar area of the family portion of the resort, because there's an adult only, then there's a family portion. And the crazy thing about it was the family portion was the more lit area. And of course, we had to like turn up. So then there was a club on the top level of the bar downstairs at the family portion. Of course, she said, "Get that hammer out of here. Don't worry about yourself. Don't worry about me." And so this was the club area, and of course, everybody was turning up, dancing and stuff like that. And now, okay, now everybody want to dance. Now we about to get down and dance. So we all were enjoying ourselves, having fun, having the time of our lives. And of course, boom, there was a performance. So these performers came out. And when I tell you, those girls were on the floor, twisting, turning, gyrating, cutting the rug. Now let me tell y'all, I need to learn how to do this, because this is that whole stilettos and dancing thing that they do all over Instagram and TikTok. I need to learn how to do that, because baby, this will get me in all the shape that I need. So of course we watched this, and then there was a part where a guy dancer came out, and him and the girl did all these acrobatics and all these little twists and turns and things that I'm just like, I could never do, but I love to watch them. And then there was a outdoor area of the club that of course I had to go out to, because I'm always jumping and running and going somewhere. So this was the downtown part. I mean the downstairs part. And then after that we went to go get some food from one of the little bar areas downstairs. So boom, this was the next day, and Cancun during this time was rainy, right, y'all? So we had to deal with the weather. We still enjoyed ourselves and had fun, but the weather was a factor. All right. So then the next day, we did go to the we did go and do some water sports earlier that day, but then we went to Senior Frog, which is downtown Cancun. And as you can see, this is us there. We're enjoying ourselves and stuff like that. I think it's the Hard Rock kind of like cafe area. That's the name of it. But of course, we had drinks, we had some food, some nachos. I had so many nachos while I was in Cancun. It was really ridiculous. And this Senor Frog is really cute. It was this lady's birthday, right? So this guy jumped on top of her and did his little thing. And then they like pulled her back in the chair and they gave her all types of shots. And then there were some shot girls who were coming around and they had whistles. And of course, they were like, shot, you want a shot? But you have to buy the shot. So I'm like, no, thank you. We already had our drinks. We don't need none of that. And so then they were like these little light fixtures and stuff like that. Cute little places where you could like, take videos and shots. And so this is some of the downtown Cancun area. And of course we saw the mess. And there were like all these little clubs. We didn't go to the clubs. We were kind of tired from that day. So we were just going to walk around and stuff like that. And of course, I saw the mask, and every time they see me, they got to stop and talk to me. So I took some pictures with the mask. And then after that, oh, okay, so this is just a little bit more of the scenery. So we're going to let y'all just watch that for a second. And we see all the people walking and stuff, and we enjoyed ourselves. So the next day, this is the boat party, the infamous boat party. But before that, we went downstairs, and there was some traditional guard people with their drums and stuff like that. So we took pictures with them and took videos with them. And then we went to the area where the marina was. But the marina was connected to this beautiful outdoor mall, which had all of the designer stores there. This was one of the restaurants, and it was like $1,000 per person for a meal there. So of course, we didn't eat there, but we got some good footage from there, right? And so this was another part of that area outside of the marina. They did have an aquarium. They had some restaurants and stuff like that. It was really beautiful and really pretty. So, we were just kind of like taking in the scenery until we got to the marina. And then from the marina, we went on ahead and got on our party boat. So this was the party boat. As you can see, it was really pretty, really picturesque. We had a lot of people on a party boat, and it was prior to the drinks hitting everybody, because they were all demure and cute. But then when the drinks started coming, that's when people started dancing and stuff like that. We started getting into it. We had some fun. And as you can see, I had to do my little thing, because I'm always going to dance. I'm always going to turn up. I'm always going to have fun. No matter who I'm with, we're going to have fun. We're going to turn up. So they did have a dancing contest. I didn't show my part of the dance contest. But we danced, we had fun, we turned up, we drank, we were merry. We
continue
did
to
definitely
enjoy the
did our
party
thing,
boat.
right?
Everybody on the party
And
boat is
so
real cool.
and that party boat, I would say that was a good 4 hours, but of course it doesn't feel like 4 hours. They did dock for a little bit so people couldn't get in the water, but I didn't get in that water because the water looked funny. So boom, we got back to the hotel and finally we went to the beach on the last freaking day. Can you believe that? But that beach was beautiful, got a lot of beautiful shots, and walked around a little bit. And this was just a little bit more of the scenery of the resort. As you can see, we had a lot of cabanas, and this resort is huge, y'all. Like, this resort is literally like the size of like 10 football fields, if that's a thing. Like, it was really, really big, really, really beautiful. And of course, like I said, this weather was very kind of interesting. So, it's the rainy season in October, but we did enjoy ourselves. So, this is the last night, got dressed up, got some food, and then we went to a show. Basically, it was a contortionist show with some people from Africa that did a lot of like body contortions. It was a group of guys, and then it was also a female and a guy who did contortion together. So overall, the trip was great. The next day, of course, we went home. This is just a little bit more of the beach footage. We enjoyed ourselves. I would rate this hotel a 10 out of a 10. This resort was really big, really nice, really cute. But I just say the food wasn't all that. So, you probably want to go out to get the food. And the only other thing that was a little aggravating was the ride back from the ATV, Cenote and Tequila Taste. And it was like 3 hours. It was at night. And the guy, he wasn't the nicest. But other than that, that trip was really fun. We enjoyed ourselves. Positive